Sherine Tadros is live for us in our Cairo bureau. Sherine, Tamarod, they're calling for people to come out on the streets, the stage setting for another confrontation on Friday.
Yes, although right now things are very calm, and I have to say that even yesterday as we were going home during the curfew, we saw that those sort of neighborhood watch groups were helping the police and the army impose that curfew. So that was already happening. Now, earlier on in the day, there was an incident which you were mentioning there in Giza, just on the outskirts of Cairo. According to the Interior Ministry, hundreds of Morsi's supporters marched to the governorate building there, throwing Molotov cocktails, firebombs, and torching the building, and then the police force stepped in and started firing tear gas, according to the Interior Ministry. Now, right after that, the Egyptian cabinet released a very strongly worded statement that essentially gave the police the power to use lethal force against protesters, or what they are calling terrorist elements, if the protesters attack either government or public buildings or the security forces. So wide-ranging powers for the police right now, given to them, mandated by the cabinet, but also, of course, by the state of emergency. So really a zero-tolerance policy that we're seeing by the security forces, backed by the political establishment.
Absolutely, no indication of any let-up in the crackdown. Sherine, we're expecting to see funerals today for the pro-Morsi supporters, and indeed the Muslim Brotherhood called for people to come out in marches. You say it's calm now. Has it been that way throughout the day?
Well, apart from that incident in Giza, here in Cairo and Greater Cairo, it hasn't been a massive day of marches or protests if you compare it to the last 6 weeks. But certainly there have been funeral marches for the hundreds of people that were killed on Wednesday. Still widespread anger and I think disbelief amongst many in this country. But it is very difficult right now to move around. The curfew has been imposed. It's been very confusing for Egyptians this evening, who were told that at first that the curfew would be imposed at 7 p.m. and then it's been pushed back to 9 p.m. and then suddenly told that it's 7 p.m. once again. But I can tell you that over the last 20 minutes or so, we can see military vehicles being deployed around downtown Cairo, and that curfew is being put in place right now.